colleague Benjamin Fredrickson wrote an article about supporting the implementation of robotic umpires. Do you agree with that? And what do you think about other new rules in baseball?
Yeah, I mean, umpires are also human beings, and they're, in this case, men with possibly families and grandkids. And so you have to handle it delicately in regards to if you're going to be cutting down on the number of umpires or even their rules, like the dignity aspect of it. If someone came in and said, we're stripping you of all your responsibilities at work, it might hurt your feelings or what have you. But the reality is we're seeing this in numerous important games. Huge calls are being blown and with balls and strikes. So yeah, I'm all for making sure that a strike is a strike and a ball is a ball. And if it takes technology to get us there, then I'm fine with it. Just handle it delicately with the men, and their jobs going forward. And the other thing, and you guys are in Springfield, so you've experienced something I haven't yet, and that's the pitch clock. And maybe you can tell me just how that speeds up the game from a fan standpoint, sitting in the stands. I've heard great things about this. I can't wait.
Yeah, I've loved the pitch clock watching Springfield games down here. Obviously, it definitely helps with the whole pace of play, but it gives the entirety of the baseball game a rhythm. Even like when they're not playing in the in between innings, you can still kind of feel the flow of it going because they have to get the ball, get set, get ready to throw. And I love it for both reasons. We call it the pitch clock, but it also is for a little bit of the batter too, because if the batter's not in the box in time, they can get a strike called on them and you can strike them out in 2 pitches. But I've really enjoyed it. It has been a very enjoyable experience for me, especially trying to bring my friends who aren't necessarily really big baseball fans. They're not just sitting there being like, why is he just standing there and throwing over the other guy? And then I have to explain, well, it's the strategy. Okay. Like it's a mind game. But the pitch clock, I think, is absolutely fantastic, and I'm all for that coming in as soon as possible.
Me too. That's cool.
What about banning the shift? Do you like that?
I've changed my mind on that. Originally, when shifts got so popular, I was like, this isn't baseball. What is this? You got 2 second basemen in this scenario. But the more I've thought about it, first of all, they have been shifting in baseball since the 1940s, just not on every batter. I mean, there's photographs of the World Series, Ted Williams against the St. Louis Cardinals, and a shift was there. So the strategy's always been there. Now it's just obviously at a higher level. I think I'm okay with the shift still existing. It doesn't make me happy when a guy hits a line, like a super hard 100-mile-per-hour ground ball right up the middle, and there's a guy there fielding it, because that was always like a hit, right? Growing up, especially if you hit 100 miles per hour, like you've hit a hard single up the middle, you've earned the hit. But the reality is, it's all about adjustments, right? And even someone like Matt Carpenter's had to make adjustments playing for the Yankees this year with his hitting. I think they should not ban the shift. But I don't think there's 100% agreement with me on that.
Mm-hmm.